What's good, YouTube? It's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to another remake video. Today we'll be remaking 21 Savage's track Immortal, so let's get straight to it. First things first, let's go ahead and set our tempo to 92 beats per minute, and we're going to start off with that main piano sound that we hear throughout the entire record, or in and out of the record. We're going to go to piano, Steinway grand piano, and let's go ahead and draw in that melody. Alright, so we're going to start up over here, and we're just going to go down the scale. Alright, so all we gotta do next is just duplicate this over to 4 bars, and we get this right over here. 21. Alright, and then we gotta go ahead and bring in Logic Space Designer just to give this some more reverb. And it's gonna be a little bit, not too much. We're gonna use the default settings. Give a little bit more space. Alright, next is going to create a new software instrument track. And we're going to bring in a Logic's EXS24 sampler instrument. And we are going to bring in the Immortal drum kit. I'm going to make this nice and loud. Just like that. And let's go ahead and bring in that snare. So that's going to go on the 2s and 4s. Let's repeat that. All right, we're going to go ahead and duplicate that snare, and we're going to layer it up with a clap. All right, next let's go ahead and duplicate this track, and let's go ahead and draw in our hi-hat pattern. All right, so we're going to start off with just a quick 8th note repeat over here. Just gonna go something like, actually, sorry, it's gonna be 16th notes. It's a little too, be something like this. Let's just repeat this first bar. Actually, we'll spread it over 2 bars. All right, so for this first hit over here, we're gonna get a little bit of a stutter. So we're gonna go to 30-second notes. Just paint in 2 over there. We're going to get another stutter right over here. Another stutter over here. All right, and then we're going to get a stutter right over here, right before our 4th measure. And it's going to go down in pitch a little bit as well. And we're going to do another hit right over here. Let's see, we're going to bring this down, bring this one down as well. And we get that kind of pattern going. Then we're going to go ahead and duplicate this over, and then we get something like this. Next, let's go and duplicate this track, and we're going to bring in those Vox chants that you hear in the background. They are very subtle, but they are there nonetheless. So right there. Push that back a bit. All right, next let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track, and let's go ahead and draw in those 808s. We're gonna go to ES2, and we're gonna go to that preset we like to use, the 808 preset. We'll adjust it in a moment, but let's go ahead and just draw in that pattern first. There are two patterns in the track, and it just goes up an octave and down an octave. So we're going to start off with that first lower octave one. All right, so let's go ahead and start at the top, go down to a nice low octave. We're going to draw it right here. Let's just get these a little bit longer here. Make these a little bit quicker. All right, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna go ahead and repeat that. And in the second measure or second bar, this drops down like that. And let's go ahead and just duplicate that over the 4 bars. Bring up Logic's ES2. And we're just gonna manipulate this a little bit. We're gonna bring down the detuning that's happening in the sine wave. We're gonna add in a little bit of drive. Just a little bit. I'm going to pull down the release a little bit so it doesn't last as long. Kind of drops right before the next 808 hits. I'm going to bring up the 808, sorry, the attack a little bit. So it's not so clicky. All right, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in some overdrive. We're gonna go to distortion overdrive. Just pull out that 808 a little bit more. Just gonna put this down a little bit. Go to something like that. Bring down the tone. I'm just gonna put a limiter on my master over here, just so that we have it. So we're not peaking at all. All right, so there's our 808 pattern right over there, pattern number 1. We'll get to the second pattern in a moment, but for now, let's go ahead and create another software instrument track. And we're gonna bring in those strings that you hear on the record. Once again, we're gonna draw in a 4-bar pattern. And for this sound, we're going to bring in Logic's Alchemy. And we're going to use this preset right over here, 12 string split. Let's go ahead and select that. And let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. Go down to a lower octave here. Drag that out. I'm going to just duplicate that over. Let's go ahead and just duplicate this over 2 octaves. Kind of gives you that metallic string sound that you heard in the track itself. I'm just going to go ahead and adjust this sound a little bit here. And I'm going to move it over to like this delay muffled region here. And I'm going to pull up the attack a little bit just to soften that up so it's like a build. And then we're going to go ahead and open up the EQ, and I'm going to take out some of the low end here so that it doesn't mess around with our 808. And then I'm going to take out some of the top end as well so it doesn't take away from our piano. All right, next we're going to go ahead and duplicate this track, and we're going to layer it up with another sound. We're going to copy down the same pattern, and we're going to open up Logic's Alchemy. And then we're going to go over to the soundscape category. We're going to go to sci-fi, and then we're going to go down to a preset that is called Breathless, this one right over here. And we get this over here. just adds to that metallic sound more. But I think what we're going to do for this one, we're going to pitch this up another octave. Kind of gives us a little bit more tension. If we layer it up with the other sound, gives us nice like ambience. I like this one better like that. Alright, so let's leave it like that. Layer it up with these strings. Alright, so that's good like that. Next, we're going to go ahead and duplicate this entire pattern over to the next 4 bars. And over here, a little bit switches up. Everything pretty much stays the same. The piano, sorry, the 808 goes up an entire octave. So it goes like this. It goes up an entire octave. And then now we're going to take out the piano for this section. Get this. Now the only thing that we're missing here is that crazy warping kind of sound. All it really is the piano bounced down, sped up, and reversed. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and take this region, the piano region, this pattern over here. We're going to go ahead and control click on that region and go bounce in place. We're going to let that bounce down and we get this. Same thing, just in an audio format. We're going to go ahead to the end of this region like that, hold down the option key, and we're going to drag it to be about double the speed. Let me get this. Then we're going to double click on that region. We're going to go to functions, reverse, and we're going to get this. And you get that sort of warping sound that you hear on the record itself. And then you just got to place it on the 4s. I think it goes like this. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just play this out. All right, so it goes something like this. And it just goes like this. We can actually just take these, push these over to there. And let's take that out, and it sounds like this. We're just going to go ahead and make this sound a little bit better. We're going to add in some reverb here with Logic Space Designer. Give it a little bit more room. We're going to add in a quick delay here with Logic's Echo. It's not going to be too crazy. It's just going to be a little bit of a delay. We're going to pull down the wet to about very minimal here, 10%, dry 100%. Kind of blends it more into the track. And then we're going to bring in an EQ and we're just going to filter out some of the unwanted low end. Alright, so that's pretty much the beat right there. I'm going to put a pause on the video. I'm going to quickly arrange it for a quick arrangement and then come right back. Alright, so we are back. I quickly listened to the original track. And here is a quick arrangement of the record over here. The only thing I changed, I just want to note to you guys before we hit play. On bar 13, these strings and like the atmosphere sound, I pitched it up a couple of octaves just to make it higher pitch sounding. So that's what we did over there on that part. But that's it pretty much for the record. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Listen to the remake we just put together, 21 Savage's Immortal. Let's go. So there is the record right there, remade in Logic Pro 10, 21 Savage's Immortal. For your Logic users out there, I'm going to go ahead and save the session for you guys, place that as a link in the description box below this video. And for you non-Logic users out there as well, if you just want the play pack with the drums and all that, I'll place a link in the description box below this video. It'll include the MIDI stems, the audio stem, and of course the drums and the drum kit that you heard in this record. If you do have any questions on this, we can go ahead and chat in the comment section below. You can go ahead and ask away. And as usual guys, if you did like this video, remember thumbs up, share it. I appreciate if you guys will hit that subscribe button for more good videos like this one. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later. Peace.